Welcome back to the kitchen with IOU. I'm Saint.
Supreme.
Shade.
Easy.
LV.
Done.
Right.
And this is
Episode 3.
Ooh, it's two.
Oh.
It's technically episode 3.
Howard.
Technically, okay. It's episode
2 in
3.
Jersey. 3 and 2.
We was working on 2.
Okay. All right.
This is 3. For me, our topic for today is, can I get a drum roll, please? Our generation being/becoming the new adults.
Okay.
We're getting old, John.
We old.
We're getting
It's
old.
my birthday. That's really people.
Oh, yeah,
Birthday today.
You know what I mean?
How you birthday in the house?
Born 25.
I hope you got a kid on
Big 30.
Big 30. 5 Easy's bugging.
Easy's
Talking about some kid.
Y'all becoming like older. Do y'all still feel young? Cause like 2019.
I'm still young, yeah.
Nah, I'm young. I'm young as hell.
That kid wanted us to laugh while he made that face. He was like,
Say that on birthday.
But like, young.
That's you.
Alright. Fuck you. Nah, fuck out of here.
Fuck you, nigga. I'd be a dickhead to come here.
So what do you call it? This topic, for me, I think this topic hits home for all of us right now. We are in our junior year. Some of us are elderly, almost in retirement home age.
What the fuck?
What?
But I think this topic really hits home for all of us because, you know, we really in that transition from like teenager to young adult. So you feel me? So I think we have we could really, for me, touch on this. Like, I think our generation become the new adults. I think that's a very encompassing phrase, I would say.
That's perfect.
Nigga, by all means.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared.
I'm
Yeah.
to get
I'm
older.
happy you said that.
I'm scared that we're the new adults. We're so unserious.
Yes.
We're unserious as fuck, my nigga. We're the new adults. Yo, bro. It's people younger than us that already have kids that's like 2, 3 years old, bro. What the fuck?
Girl, she had when she was
Think about
15.
that.
I don't want to think about that. Hey,
That's a last
I survived teen pregnancy. Word.
Oh, no, that's crazy when you think about
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
It was about that pandemic. It wasn't.
You almost there, so don't worry.
That's actually not worse. Can we get a round of applause? We survived teen pregnancy.
The real question is, how many pregnancy scares did we make it out with?
I'm not gonna lie.
I was silent.
I only had one pregnancy scare, and that was
I've never had any real pregnancy scares.
Yeah.
That happened in the summer.
I had some for play shit, nothing crazy like that.
Man,
Like, you know damn not to play like that. Just stop.
last time I had one, I wasn't old enough to drive. I wasn't old enough to have a permit. But I bought 3 pregnancy tests. No baby.
Good.
I
remember that shit. I was in Georgia, Atlanta. That nigga called my phone. He like, yo, twin, you could spot me having Plan B. We about 16. I said, I got you, twin. Send him at 25.
Shout out my name.
Assalamu alaikum.
That's love.
Nah, I just think that we about to be like, with jobs and stuff. I feel like our generation is like mad creative.
Jobs.
No. Like job wise, like we have to do everything ourselves that our parents did. Like truck drivers, you know, we gonna be the new, not people we know. It's crazy. Like
I'm saying, like,
if I'm blue in the year, I'm gonna get my CDL.
they be making mad bread.
They do. Are you driving for 16 hours in a truck? I'm talking like, there's hail, sleet, snow. You driving that?
All the cars,
Jersey to
Texas,
Texas,
that's ugly.
I'm not doing that.
That's crazy.
And you can't even hop in the left lane. Truck's not allowed to be in the left lane.
Yeah, exactly.
That's heavy.
Nah, that's
I
crazy.
didn't even know that, yo. That's crazy. But now I'm thinking about, I never seen a truck that left lane. No, that's crazy.
Some of them do. They be
Nah,
assholes.
some of them, they be assholes.
They be assholes.
Other niggas, they be sitting as fuck driving
that truck
still.
almost smacked this guy.
Nah, that's scary.
That shit was scary. Yo, that shit woke me.
I'm not gonna lie, if he didn't see us, we were done.
Nigga, we would've got a bag, son. I'm talking tracky scat.
I would at least pray I would want to eat.
We would've been driving like this.
Yo, we would have been great.
Oh my god.
Nah, we would have had to hit the brakes hard as hell, bro. Do y'all think think y'all know everything y'all need to know about becoming a grown, functioning member in society?
No, absolutely not.
Nah, there's a lot of things I gotta learn.
It's like, but you learn.
But we have the basis. Like,
Yeah, like,
we know the basics.
Nah, yeah, niggas got the basics. It's like, especially with college, it's like college fake force you to learn so many new things.
Right.
It's like through college, I had to get my first crib. I had to deal with all of that, having a fucking landlord and being a tenant and fucking register my PSE&G and all types of crazy shit. You learn how to
Wi-Fi.
get Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Like
I finally get my mom be saying like the Wi-Fi bill too much.
like insurance and shit.
Yo, insurance, yo. To all my young, feel me, without a car yet, yo. Good luck. Yo, you gotta pay if you
Don't rush, please.
rush. You need a car. Unless
Don't rush. Do it the good way. Don't do it. Don't do it stupidly. You can
do it the right way.
I mean, look, if you got breach to pay a car payment, by all means, knock yourself out. Get you something nice, but make sure you got the bread to pay for that. You don't want to do that to yourself.
Please don't do it to yourself.
Remember, just always have an extra $300 for your insurance. Word. And just always have an extra $500 for whatever your car going. Yo, you think life is going good? Your tire flat. You think life is going good? You need an oil change. You think life is going good? Your brakes is
Show.
Gas.
Gas.
Hold on. Your battery down a date, yo. Oh my god, that shit matters to me. Mac, first time you pick her up.
That happened to me before.
If I ever back with John in the car, that means she's not waiting.
And the guy is trying to tell you something.
If you ever back with John in the car, what do you even do? Like,
Wait. Actually, I got a little from me. Since we becoming new adults, that mean like we becoming men. How do y'all feel? Not even how do y'all feel. Where y'all stand on like being a grown man and taking women out on dates? Like, is that are y'all that old yet? Or like, you feel me?
See, that's the thing.
to take a drone out on a date.
Like, you feel me?
That's the thing. I'm a lover boy. I would take you on a date. But you gotta be.
We gotta know camera, twin.
We got you.
Lover boy. Nah, talk about how you gonna take the drone on dates.
Hey, go buy flights.
Talk about it.
See, I don't do what y'all do.
I never
That's the thing.
I would though.
I would. Nah, just to answer the question.
It's like, I think,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, with dates, I just like you said, I'm lovable, but I love just like showing. If I feel like you the one, or you could be the one. I like showing that. Like, I'm gonna lay the whole thing out. Like,
You don't even gotta be the one.
I'ma just do it.
No. Me at least.
When I say the one, you know,
You have to have potential.
Yeah, like I gotta
For
like
me to
you,
even
like,
take you on, you have to have
for me,
potential.
if you a little shit, I'm not.
The thing is, it's like you fake don't even need potential. You just gotta be cool as fuck. Like I just gotta enjoy you.
Nah.
I feel like if I enjoy you,
I take it a pop by.
cause it's like
That's a lot.
Cause it's like if I enjoy you for real, and you really cool as fuck, and like yeah we intimate, it's like I might not even want to marry you, cause either potential. When we talk about potential, we get into the ages. Potential means I could maybe marry you.
Yeah.
There's no other thing other than potential with that.
So
it's either like I don't even gotta be able to see myself marrying you. It's like you cool as fuck. I'm enjoying you for this season.
For now.
So you date to experience, not to marry.
Right.
Well, if we're going on like the grown proper definition of
Yeah,
dating,
if we're going on a grown, like,
No.
if we going out for dinner,
Like fucking with girls, like you, like okay, like
because there's two definitions.
I think
of
I would say as we got older, like I feel me, what we would like, what a younger me would consider talking to girls is what an older me considers dating women. You feel me? I feel like dating is really just keeping your options open and getting to know multiple people, whether it be simultaneously or whether it be at once. However you decide to go about your dating life is
that's
how
proper
you.
definition
Now,
of dating.
does dating with that term? Does that mean you have to be like willing, like actively taking these people out? To consider dating, or is dating just like I just talking.
I think for me, it depends on the definition of your
exactly.
Okay. Like dating is the act.
Dating is the act of getting to you. A date is.
So it's like it depends on what your definition of a date is for real. It's like you know what I'm saying. A date could be like movie night. A date could be cook each other food, a fucking food cooking competition.
Nah, yeah.
I feel like dating is just quality time on one.
You feel me?
It's like
I mean, but you can spend
What does that say?
Why is it so?
Nah, but you can't even really say that because
Yeah, like
because niggas go out to fucking dinner for their homies' birthdays and we don't consider that a date, but you take your girl out to dinner, now it's a date. So it's like anything could be a date or not a date.
Honestly.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like it's really just depends on like who the person is and like
what they mean to you.
Yeah, like the
or what you want
intentions.
them to mean to you.
Yeah.
Heavy on the intentions.
Yeah,
I think for me, I would never like. Back when we were younger, I think girls would always be like, if you talk to multiple people, you a hoe, you a this, you a that. I don't know. I feel like, especially as a young man who, to put it bluntly, I never had needed nobody to do nothing for me, especially like a girl. So it's like, for a young man who like gets his shit done mostly himself, I feel as though I have the opportunity to date multiple people at once because, you know, it's like, I'm sure of myself. I'm confident in myself. So I need the opportunity to look at my landscape and choose the best partner possible, which I think is why I think dating multiple people it don't even have to be simultaneously, but like that's usually how it goes. Especially in what we do. I'm not gonna say we're always outside because that sounds crazy, but what our profession requires us to do does require a lot of outside.
I like that.
I think it's funny. I was about to say like it's more than just even that for real. I really just think it's like it's kind of like our culture, like in black culture and like shit like that. It's very common. Yeah. In black culture, I say it's like really common that multiple people date. Like you date multiple people at once. Like I have white friends, I've had white friends, or you feel me? Other like people of other minorities and shit. And it's like I talk to them. They don't do that normally. So I feel like that's in black culture where you date multiple people at once. But I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. You just do it. I feel like you just do whatever makes sense for you.
I think the number one thing about dating multiple people at once, all the parties involved, they need to know. You need to be honest up front. For me, I think one of the main things me and my friends have stood on since we were young. You're not P. If you can't be honest with a girl to get what you want, that's not cool. If you gotta lie to her, you're not really who you think you are. Right. If you can be honest with her and you still get what you want, that's you know what I'm saying?
Question.
Saying.
I told her like this, and
she still went.
it still went.
Okay.
Question though, do you think because it's common in our culture and it not being common in other people's culture, do you think it's good for us? You know, it's progressive in a way. Since we're becoming new adults, we're going on with that tradition of
I think for me personally, I view it as each person is a different experience.
Word.
So the more people you get to experience, the more experiences you get to see. You get to see different lifestyles, you get to see different upbringings, you get to see different personalities. And like for me, I in my head, I make like a big person folder. Like you got this person who acts like this and they have tendencies like this. And I think I like it to like date multiple people at once because like you really get to see everything. You really get to know yourself as well. You get to know what you like. You get to know what you don't like, or the things you would prefer in a relationship or wouldn't prefer. So I wouldn't say I think it, depending on the person you are, can definitely progressive. But for some people, can definitely be too much.
Yeah. What do you have to say with the people that say it's going around?
I was gonna say something. Nah, it can be. I was gonna say like back to your original question before we come to the other one. I think, generally speaking, with our culture versus other cultures in terms of like dating multiple people at once and like becoming the new adults and shit like that, I've thought of it before. I feel like dating multiple people at once and like the way our culture is set up, while it can be like good like for certain people, I think on average we don't date multiple people as a culture properly. And because we don't do it properly,
what's the proper way?
So I'll get to that.
I haven't seen it.
But, because we don't do it properly, it leads to like building bad habits and everybody breaking each other and all types of shit. I feel like in other cultures where it's like you're exclusively dating one person at a time, while shit can still go wrong, it's less messy as in general. And like what I mean by properly versus not properly is like we said, like being honest, not being messy. Make sure you keeping your shit under wraps. Like
make sure you're not out here
like,
embarrassing your partner.
Yeah, like me personally, it's like, you feel me? I got whatever I got going on, and it's like you can ask anybody I talk to. You can ask any stranger, anybody that knows about me. Like majority of people don't know shit I got going on, and that don't mean that I don't got shit going on. But but it's like I made it that way. But it's like a lot of people, they're not like that. You feel me? They're not keeping it P.
I think that's the
sliming
difference
people out,
between a young man and a boy and becoming a
boy
young man.
and
You feel me?
So I feel like, yeah, with that being said, it's like a lot of people be doing it wrong. And even like, you know what I'm saying, girls too, it's a lot of heartbreak, a lot of backstabbing. A lot of people got emotional damage. I hear so many people say, I don't even know if I want to get married. I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want to do that. We normalizing cheating, all types of shit.
Yeah.
Because of like the culture we got at dating multiple people at once. I feel like in other cultures don't like I said, it's still gonna be cheating, it's still gonna be messy shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's less frequent.
They keep it on the rap. I'm thinking like how it's popularized, even with
Even you would even look at the baby mama culture.
baby mama culture.
You feel me?
Like even with like the white couples that we see break up, they be talking about they've been separated for 10 years, but you never know about it because they be keeping it on the rap. Black people is always publicized.
Right, you always broadcasting it.
And people love to make money off of
Like
that.
the Shade Room, perfect example. Like that's a company they just love profiting off of black drama. So it's like,
Even as old as more.
They be trying to get the white
Right,
people.
Maury, right?
Yeah.
went crazy.
I don't see nothing about the white people on Shade Room. They be trying to get them. They be keeping their shit.
The most they got is TMZ.
Even
TMZ can't cover everything.
Shade Room is made by a Nigerian person. So that's
That just goes to show how messy y'all are.
yeah, by Nigerian girls. It's ridiculous.
Nah, yeah, that shit is OD. But nah, yeah, that's how I feel about like the culture and shit in terms of like, yeah, I could see how it could kind of like make us. Well, I wouldn't necessarily. It doesn't have to really do with like the preparation of us becoming new adults in terms of like the tangible shit in life, and knowing insurance and all types of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your love life don't really got much to do with that, but it's like preparation in terms of like, as an adult, we gonna have jobs, we gonna have a lot of stressors, and it's like to have a peace. You know what I'm saying? The way I personally look is like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a lover boy too. I'm somebody that believes in family like a lot. It's like,
Yeah, for sure.
not training yourself to really become a person that's family oriented and like a lover even towards your spouse and your kids and shit, and like being a fan of the proper structure. I feel like that's a big flaw in our culture though.
Yeah. I think also too, just like being like a man, especially with being a black man, you gotta like put that responsibility on yourself to learn and just to develop. Like for example, like in college, I feel like college is the perfect time, honestly, because you like besides school, you don't really have any major responsibilities to be like stop from doing certain things. So it's like, what can you do as a young man trying to grow? What can you do with your time in college to help you develop yourself? I was just saying in my head. Like so, I mean, like my sophomore year in college, like I think I had like a stalemate. I was trying to figure out how can I like develop myself and stuff like that. So I just started brainstorming what could I do to really just grow. So I started hitting the gym. I started reading books, stuff like that, and it just be helping me to develop myself, develop my knowledge, and like how I interact with people, how I just interact with myself. Just waking up, going to the gym, going to class, it just felt good. I just felt like I was doing something right and shit. So because before, yeah, exactly. Before it was just class and then naps, but it's like how can I make my life useful and valuable? So like you feel me? I just know I'm preparing myself for like when after college when it's work and stuff like that. I know I'm used to this already, or like I have an idea of what it could be. So as a man, you gotta take the responsibility on yourself to like figure out what you could do to prepare yourself for the future. Like whether it be little things, big things, just develop great habits.
Right, everyone to develop great habits.
You know what I think it's kind of like weighing our culture down.
What?
Fucking trends, my nigga. Niggas be trying to hop on trends or cause that's the thing. With like being your own, I feel like people in our culture, well that's like people everywhere, but in our culture specifically, they're not themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? They always got something they trying to do shit like other people or trying to prove shit. I actually seen this the other day. Shout out Ashton. He sent me a Instagram reel. It was a guy on a podcast and he was talking about how like certain men do shit for to impress other niggas on some shit. And it's like when it comes to women in the dating life, when we still on that dating topic, it's like, yo, I got all these bitches, all they this and that and the third. Like, whole time you just really doing this shit just to impress another nigga. You trying to impress me whole time? I don't give a fuck. Right. You feel me? So I feel like niggas should just be themselves on some shit.
But the thing is, how would you be yourself if you never knew who you were?
That's why I say don't fuck with people then. You gotta find yourself before you can fuck with
Nah,
someone
yeah,
else.
like,
If you don't know yourself, why the fuck would you fuck with someone else? You're crazy.
If you're not dressed, you wouldn't walk outside.
Exactly.
Also, too, to that point, a lot of men, they want to be accepted first, too. So it's like, you feel accepted, you feel like you're doing the right thing.
Right.
Like, everybody want to feel like they're doing the right thing always. So it's like, if you're around people that's like doing one type of thing, like treating women just one certain way, like just doing certain things, you want to do that same thing because like you want to fit in type shit. So it's like, that's a great point. I definitely think that's what it is.
Role
too.
models, idols. If you don't have I didn't have no older brother to look after or something like that. I looked at my cousins. They 10 years older than me. So usually with that, I think if they can't be themselves, they look into their favorite rapper.
Yeah,
This and that.
favorite
athlete, what they doing.
But I think that's
Nobody
just,
want to be Russell Wilson. Nobody want to be Russell Wilson.
I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't be Russell.
But he got a bag. You know?
I mean,
Wait, he got Sierra?
Yeah.
Like,
No, he barely got her.
hey, Russ, Future let him have.
No, hey, me personally, no other man is talking about my wife in the song.
That's
Multiple times. Multiple times.
On podcast interviews,
Like,
songs,
He said he
nah,
I
it's
take
crazy.
feedback whenever. I said, okay.
Like, what I'm saying, I think,
Let's take
especially,
care of his kid.
I think especially as a young man in like dating culture,
You not gonna be stepdad?
Stepdad of the year.
well, no, real question, would y'all be stepdads?
No.
I'm not gonna lie, like hypothetically, let's say you come across, this woman marks, she checks off all the boxes.
Yes.
How old is it?
How old is it?
No, I don't give a fuck.
How old is it?
I don't give a fuck.
If it's really young, I'll do it.
Well, it's 3 of them.
Oh,
Never mind.
Look, it's 3 of them. One of them is 8, one of them is 5, and one of them is 2.
Nah, cause
That A-roll part is smart as hell.
I can't do the 8-year-old. The 8-year-old is too.
I can do that.
They too developed.
How old is too big?
They don't like you.
But that's the thing. That's the
How old
thing.
am I?
8-year-olds, they're like at
How
that
old are
age,
you?
they're very like easy to be influenced.
Yeah, right.
If you come off as like the cool ass nigga, there's no way in hell that 8-year-old won't like fuck with you.
He might
like,
resent you at first because
He might resent you because why you want to be with my mommy? He kind of has some type of knowledge.
That's fine though, but it's just like you're 8.
But he not doing
you're in the age where it's like you gotta start doing extra.
8,
shit.
only
Like, you about to be
3rd grade.
But it's like no, it's like if you're a
8
baby,
second
I'll do it
grade,
because it's like
second
but
grade.
it's like 8. You done went through mad steps without me. It's like I'm here now.
But
I
I'm
gotta
saying-
finish the rest off.
So do you think Ellis in the 2nd grade he knew everything he needed to know?
Okay, hell no.
I
no shit.
So,
But 8 is crazy. I wouldn't want no stepdad at 8 either. Like just go ahead.
Okay, but why is really why 8? Like why is 8 bothering you?
No, because it's like if you was like 5 and below, okay, I can like go through the steps with you. But once you're 8, I feel like you have done so much in your life.
But I'm
It's just like now you're at the
an
age.
8-year-old ain't did
But it's like
it's like Pop Warner.
But it's like I'm stepping in the age now where it's like, well, the kid is at the age where it's like you're 8, right? I'm stepping in now. You have so much that you have to do, and now I have to be here for that. I gotta just like wake up and realize I'm following an 8-year-old that's not even mine, and I don't have that much experience. And I gotta do this with you, and I make sure you know how to tie your tie, do this, that, and the third. It's a lot.
You talking about like
Nah, but
right now?
Yeah, like any age. But I wouldn't have a kid if I was with her, cause like what would be the
Right.
I'm assuming I don't have a kid.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. Like an 8-year-old out of nowhere. Wow.
No, I know what you. I
I
kinda
get what you're
100%.
But I think I don't know. 3
If I don't got no
kids.
choice, I don't know.
Kids, right? But
If she check, like Del said,
Like if she check all the
if
boxes.
she checks all the boxes, I'm doing it. I don't
if
care.
it was like 1 and it was
Because no, because she checks off all the boxes.
Alright,
Those
so
boxes
really
are
probably
important.
all the boxes.
All the boxes. Oh my god.
I get that, but it's always gonna be in the back of my head. Like
all the boxes. Is
I'm gonna be eating.
I'ma love that little nigga.
I'm even.
I'ma love that little nigga like he's
eating
my
breakfast.
mama.
Like yo, you really not my kid.
I'm gonna take it to this game like you're not even my son for real.
I might leave him there one time.
I'm not gonna lie, if that little nigga's a pest, I'ma look at you.
Yo,
Fuck, go get your father or something. Nigga, he don't even want you, bitch.
Yo,
I'm here.
I'm here. Like, you better be grateful. You better be grateful, nigga. He's not being some pesty shit.
I'm like, yo, bro.
I might
I could violate you real quick.
Now y'all trying to knuckle up with a 2nd grader. But with that being said, do y'all think y'all are somewhat prepared to like become a parent, or like do you feel as though like
Nah.
question to that. Do you guys think y'all developed your parents like styles of like how they raised?
No, I would never do what they did. I would never do
Not
what
what
they
they,
did.
not what they did, but like with like the values and
There's
like
like-
what they
I
say.
there's certain
I'm sure.
But
I've seen the way I seen my dad take care of my mom. my whole life, I've like. It's certain shit that he does that I really want to make sure I carry on within like my life and stuff like that. It's times where like, I've seen like Valentine's Day, I come home from school, my dad had flowers for my mom, something like that, or like my dad probably take my mom car to the car like for a surprise or something like that. It's just little things my dad's always done. But like,
don't ever forget to date your wife. Or your significant other. A lot of men they tend to lose that. Like
don't back
you got the girl now. Don't back the girl. Just stop. You gotta continue to date.
A shark will come and take you. A shark will come and take you.
Celebrate white.
Watch your hug.
Niggas don't even know about that.
It's definitely certain.
Anybody could be a shark, man.
But it's definitely certain like characteristics of my parents I definitely like just carry over to like my life and even like to my kids and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll definitely say certain things my parents do.
No, definitely. I agree with that. Like to my mother's point, like, you know, growing up in a single household, it's like you see her do everything. You know,
Superwoman.
Everything. Superwoman. So you just like, damn, if that's possible, shit.
Can we clap it up?
Bitches don't even
Shoot and kill it. All the single mothers, you feel me? Jesus.
It's like, if that's possible, do you even really need a man? You feel me? Like that's what we going with my mom. I'm like, damn, like shit, like if you could do all this, provide for me, food on the table, take me to school,
I be wondering what they get it
do
from.
women really need men?
They do. Let me tell you why. Because as a woman, like, yeah, you're doing it, but you're not supposed to be doing it. You're not supposed to carry that much of. Not even the men supposed to be doing like. You're not supposed to carry that much of a burden by yourself. Like you need help.
You need a partner.
Yeah, you need a partner. That's why
I think it too.
Yeah.
I think especially for raising a young man in a single parent household, whether it be a mom or a dad, you're really, that's the main role model you have. So like, especially for young men, you tend to see a young man that grew up in a single like parent household and happens to be their mother. You see a lot of them, they take the characteristics. Well, like you're seeing how like you're not getting a man's perspective, so you're seeing how a woman process her anger, process trauma, processes grief. So it's like it really does take a man figure to like. I want to say, for me, there's no discredit to the single moms that do it and for me do it right. But like, there's a lot of women who aren't in tune with their emotions, or you feel me, they don't have what it takes. I don't want to say don't have what it takes, but don't have all the keys to raise a man fully. So like, for me, I think that definitely goes a lot into it as well, especially when like feel as you're prepared to be a child. Like,
Because you definitely need those values.
You feel me?
You need all the values from like the woman's perspective and the man's perspective.
I think the most important thing as a father you can teach any of your kids is just your word is bond. Like, especially as a man, if you don't have your word, you don't have nothing.
You don't got shit.
Like,
You gotta stand on it.
you gotta stand like
you gotta die for your respect for real.
like literally. You gotta hit about it. Like,
Stand on business.
I was about to say, is there any lessons y'all taking away with anybody, like any kids or in the future when y'all become adults, y'all gonna, that passed on from y'all guardians? Like any lessons that y'all wanna keep going with y'all?
That's a great question.
I feel like
work,
you gotta work hard for it.
work early.
Work early.
Work early. So like, you feel me?
Work hard, please.
Don't for me. You really have me on the work now, so you could chill later. Like for me, I think that was one of the hardest things I had to learn. Me personally, growing up, like, man, I be wanting to take a break. Or like when I was younger, that's another thing. I was smart when I'm still smart, but like I was like, I could say little me was arrogant because I knew I was smart. Like, you feel me? So I would like take shortcuts or just like do arrogant stuff. Like, you feel me? My ego was just, my head was so big. So it's like I would feel I wouldn't have to put in much work as others because it just naturally came to me. When I got to like high school, that was a rude awakening. I didn't know how to study. I didn't know how to do none of that. So I would say like you really just gotta work early, work hard, and just always, feel me, keep your modesty, be humble, keep your humility. Like, you feel me? That's the number one thing I would take.
I feel like my main thing would be like a mistake is only a mistake when you make it like twice. Like a mistake isn't a mistake until you've made it twice on some shit. Cause it's like every experience that you have in life can be used to serve as like a learning experience. Like anytime you draw, like you just learn from it. Like I went through so much shit where it's like I'm fake not even mad it happened. Like you'll wake up, you feel me? Let's say you scratch your car or you know what I'm saying, you were getting an insurance, you rushed it, and now you got a crazy rate or whatever the case may be. It's like all these shits are like first world inconveniences. It's like I'm blessed to have a problem like this. So it's really on some shit where it's like I just look at everything as a learning experience. It's like as long as I don't let this shit happen twice, I'm good. You feel me? And it's like I got that shit from my dad, and it kind of takes me back to like what we were even talking about in the first place in terms of like being prepared to be an adult. It's like it's great that you know what I'm saying. All of us, we might have like a person we look up to, a person that's be putting us onto game, whether it's a sibling, a parent, a guardian, a fucking extended family, and a teacher, a friend, whoever. Like we all have those things, but it's like that's like 30% of it. 40% of like becoming an adult. The rest is on you for real. If you can't self-reflect, if you can't use everything to learn from it, you're grits.
Yeah, that's
like
a fact.
that's what I always be telling people. It's like learn from your experiences. It's like I picked that shit up young. Like I even wrote my college essay about that. Like just self-reflection. It's like until you get to the point where it's like you really use everything as a learning experience, you're gonna be so like hindered because it's like there's so much free knowledge out there. Like it's so much knowledge and wisdom everywhere, but you gotta really be able to tap into your environment.
You gotta pay attention.
Yeah.
When you really pay attention, your life changes. Your life changes when you pay attention.
One thing I want to tell the camera, yo, do not hate on people that make mistakes in public. Don't laugh at them. Don't hate on them, because as soon as you laughing, karma hit you. Just like that can happen to you. I think people who make mistakes in public, whether it's celebrities, whether it's in front of your friends, bro. Take that as a lesson for yourself of what not to do, what you could do. Don't never laugh at nobody for making mistakes, because everybody makes mistakes. It's crazy. Everybody makes mistakes. So
I think on another way I could like for me, I'm gonna hit Shay's point and AJ's point. I'm gonna do AJ's point first. Like AJ said, don't laugh at nobody that make a mistake in public. Let you be the one that make that mistake in public. If you got a question, ask that question. Whether it be you may think it's the stupidest question in the world. Like you can apply this in any level in life, whether this be an interview, whether it be your college class, whether it be your elementary class, it could be anything. If you have a question, ask it, because it very well may be somebody else in the back of that class or back of that environment who is too afraid to ask it, and the fact that you asked it, they're giving them the confidence that, hey, I had that same thought too, or even for yourself, like, just ask, like, it's just saying, it's like, the person who asks a dumb question is only dumb for that second versus the person who never asks is dumb forever, you feel me? You never go on, like, you could never be stupid, like, for asking a question, like, you might feel stupid in that 1 second, but once you get that answer, you got that answer, like, you feel me?
Like, you can trip in public, bro, in the moment, everybody gonna laugh, this and that. Not remembering that 2 years later.
Not at all.
Unless you really think.
Not even 2 years.
Unless your main man is
You know, that's like, I also the dumb point, we bounce it back off, like, never, if you the smartest person in the room, get out that room. Like,
real shit.
You gotta,
though. I think one thing I also another lesson I would like want to pass it to my kids too. Like my dad always told me, like, try to keep great connections and make sure at least everybody you meet has something great to say about you, because it's gonna take a long way. Like being able to just from what's the word called, from like from referrals and all that good stuff, is like if people can say great things about you, it can get you so many places. It can get you women, jobs, opportunities, just anything. Literally,
for me, one thing people gonna do, they gonna gossip.
Yeah.
So if they gonna gossip, you better hope it's something good they gossiping about.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Like, now don't get me wrong, you're not gonna be perfect. There's definitely gonna be some things that like people gonna say about you. They probably gonna lie about you. They probably gonna do something that like miscommunication. It's not everything not gonna be perfect, but like just try your hardest to make sure that whatever you're doing it with intention, and make sure you put your best in people, because you never know what can happen, and just make sure like all that it's good.
This is none of us giving y'all advice. Y'all do whatever y'all want. This is us sure.
This is advice.
It is advice, but we not telling y'all what to do. We just sharing our personal experiences and we learn. So it's up to y'all.
I think to Shay's point earlier about self-reflection, I think that that's a skill a lot of people don't have.
Underrated skill.
Underrated skill.
It's the most underrated, needed skill ever. Because if you can't self-reflect, which I think is a big problem, like going back to, we've been referring our culture because that's what we've grown up in. I think that's one of the biggest problems in our culture. People can't self-reflect because we've become so normalized to such a victim mentality that a lot of people only ever see themselves as the afflicted.
Learn to take accountability.
You feel me? Learn to take accountability is only the first step.
It's literally the first
It's
step.
only the first step. Like if you take accountability, you need to be able to, all right, you got to realize, okay, I messed up here. that's taking accountability. But the more important step is the how do I now fix the mess up? Or not even, I don't even want to call it a mess up, but how do I fix the thing that I need to fix? You feel me? But at first, the first thing you do need to realize is what that mess up was, or just like, feel me? But I think in our culture especially, I think once we leave that victimized mindset, I think you'll see the black population do unprecedented things that we, you feel me, that we all, I mean, nigga, we made peanut butter. We made the traffic light. Like,
Shout out George Washington.
you feel me? Like, we've done so much unprecedented things that it's like, it's all come from a place of, I don't want to say negativity, but there's so many times that like darkness can foster a light, you feel me? So it's like, it's innate in us. So it's like once our majority of people get to realize self-reflection and take themselves out of that victim mindset, then as a whole, then back to our original point, becoming a new adult won't be a problem. It's like, literally look at Caucasian people. Generational wealth is passed down because their grandfather, grandpappy done told them how to act. You feel me? They know as soon as I become this age, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, X, Y, that. They 401k is set up from the jump. They have a credit card on their name at 1, and it's not being used to put on the cable bill and messing up their credit when they turn 18. That's not happening. You feel me? So it's like, once as a culture, as a people, as a population, we're able to overcome that victim mindset and just step into a new light, I think then we wouldn't even be having this conversation. I feel as though, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to say Caucasian people know how to become adults at the age of 16, but there's a much easier, you feel me?
Transition.
You feel me? Exactly. They have more of a detailed step-by-step guide than we do.
So I got a question. So like, let's talk about self-reflection. We could like go around ourselves. Like, what's one thing y'all can say y'all doing right now to like help you grow as a man or as an adult as a whole? Like, you can just go around.
That's good.
I think one of the main things as a group we touch on a lot is you're nothing without discipline. Like, you're literally nothing without discipline. Shay says it all the time. He's actually one of the first people I've heard say. He's been saying it since we were in high school. Like, you feel me? So it's like, all the time we hear, even amongst ourselves, like motivation isn't going to get you anywhere in life. You need discipline, especially as a man. I'm telling you, there's going to be times where you wake up, like, especially as a man, bro, like, you're going to feel like nobody cares about you. Nobody is worried about you. Everything you do is in vain. You don't get any credit for it. But like, as a man, that is just something you got to eat. Like, you feel me? You just got to internalize that. And I'm not saying hold it in and become resentful, but you have to be able to internalize that and move on. But that's where discipline really becomes a factor. Like, you have to be able to do the things you don't want to do when you don't want to do them. You feel me? So I think that's one of the main things in terms of self-reflection. I think as soon as you master discipline, then sky's the limit. Fucking the moon's Pluto's the limit.
Or to that point, like discipline also like just being a sponge. Like you have to like be a sponge with certain things. That goes to like being independent also. Like just learning how to
Being a learner.
learning how to do things by yourself.
Wanting to learn.
Like, would you say that's what you're doing? Would you say that's what you're doing right now?
Definitely. Being,
I want us to move from that question.
Like definitely. Right now, I'm just trying to be as independent as possible. Like learning how to do certain things before I ask somebody. And if I fail, okay, then I can reach out to help. Right. Then I can reach out to somebody. So that's one of the things I'll say.
One thing I'm trying to do is like tap more in, like just make better decisions. That's been my biggest thing, cause it's like my plate right now is the most full it's ever been, like in my life. Like I always had school on my plate, like in a very intense way. You know what I'm saying? Cause like with school I strive for A's. You know what I'm saying? It's like just cause of like the profession I want to go into and like how I was raised. It's like, you feel me? I be going for A's and like, you know, it's a little bit of pressure there. But that was always there in my social life, you know what I'm saying? And women and shit. That was always on my plate. But then now, like, starting this summer, I added parlay, BSU, IOU, all to my plate. And in medical school, too, it's like, so like I added 4 new things to my plate being a junior in college, came in. So now, like, every decision means way more than it did before. Because there's only 24 hours in a day. It's like, now if I'm choosing to have a conversation or chill on my phone for an hour, it means way more than it did before. So it's like, right now I'm just trying to focus on my decision making and like making all the right decisions. It's not even about like do I fucking apply to this school or apply to this school or do I do this or that? It's like the smaller decisions.
The nuance.
Like the
things
quick,
you wouldn't think about.
Yeah, the quick 5-second decisions like do I text this John and or do I study or do I hang out with the homies, play ball, or do I XYZ? It's like that's been the biggest thing for me because it's like those small things lead to discipline. It's like a positive feedback loop. It's like the right decisions help you get to more disciplined state of mind, more disciplined, you feel me, foundation and shit. So that's been my biggest thing, just making the right decisions.
Yeah, that's real, cause like even this year more than ever, like I used to like eat before like I do schoolwork and stuff, and I realized every time I eat before I do schoolwork, I get tired.
Yeah.
I want to take a nap. So I just literally sacrifice eating and just do work. Just really grind it out, eat like a little snack, probably get some water, and just grind it out. Cause I know if I eat, I'm not gonna do no
That's
work.
self-reflection right
Exactly.
there.
Literally. So like that's definitely a great point.
Being able to be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
A lot of
people they can't be on.
A lot of people give a fuck about being right or wrong. That'd be my biggest problem. Like, you get into an argument or a debate with somebody, it's like, I be trying to tell them, like, yo, I don't care to be right. I don't care to be wrong. Can we just, like, make sense of this situation? As long as shit makes sense and it's the way it's supposed to be, I don't care whether I was on the right side or the wrong side. I just want to remedy shit. I want shit to be proper. You feel me? But that's to that point. What about y'all? What are some things y'all's doing?
You know, when I do to reflect, is like I look at like what I gotta get done, then I look at what I did and what I didn't do. And it's like I tell myself, what am I gonna do to be better? So I'll restart the week, going into the next week, be like, all right, I made this mistake last week, I'll make sure like this week I don't do it. So it's like you just keep building off of that. Hopefully I'm gonna get to the point where it's like I have minimal mistakes as possible on like a week by week basis. So I'm trying to keep getting better. So it's like if I limit my mistakes, I'll be better in the end.
Because it's like every week is a better version of yourself.
Yeah. I be doing that. I be trying to do that, but like on a daily basis too. Because it's like, yo, every day it's like, especially with the lives we lead, it's like our days are very repetitive.
Yeah.
Like very repetitive.
Easy to replicate.
So it's easy to replicate and then point out like the mistakes. Like, and that's like, I wish we kept doing it and we got to start it over. We really got to be consistent. It's like at a point in time, we would really text the group chat, be like, 364 more days. 363.
Right. You gotta get that
We have to pick it back up. Because it's like, yo, I started this shit since young. I used to play competitive Call of Duty. We used to play S&D. You know what I'm saying? 6 rounds to win. This shit goes up to 11 rounds. You feel me? And for instance, let's say the game started, we're down 5-0. They only need 1 more round to win. We need to win 6 in a row. And all I would say to my teammates, I'm young as hell, like 13. I'm like, yo, 1 round at a time. We win 1 round. Say, yo, niggas is talking about round 11. I'm like, fuck round 11. Let's talk about this round. 1 round at a fucking time. 1 round at a time.
I'm Call of Duty myself.
Yeah.
So I know.
Yeah, you feel me? So it's like, it's the same thing in real life. It's like, yo, it's like.
It stops. For me, it's really, for me, baby, it's literally one of the most renowned sayings, baby steps.
Nah, real shit, because
Like,
it's like, fuck next week, fuck next month. Like, think about today. Think about today, think about tomorrow. Like that's the biggest thing.
I read, so for me, I read the book called The Alchemist. It's a line in the book. It says, a man will never enjoy life until he understands to live in the present.
And that's my biggest problem. Living in the present.
That's my biggest problem.
But I think that's a beautiful problem to have. That I have to force myself to live in the present.
We live very fast lives now.
Extremely fast. Like, what do you call it?
Time is
We know what we're doing in June of 2024 already.
Yeah.
Like July, like for me, August, like for me, 2024 is already mapped out. So it's like it's very hard for us. We've done just to name a few things we've done this year. We've thrown. We started IOU in May of 2023. May 7th to the exact date. May 7th, we started IOU. It's currently November 26th. It's only been what is that? 6 months? About 6 months and like 3 weeks.
That's like
Feel me, something like that. So it's like in the 5 months of us being.
Put it in perspective.
You feel me? We've
We're
thrown.
the fastest growing group you've ever seen.
Our IOU page, if not at 500, it's almost at 500. Parlay page, it's past 500. Between those two things, we're at 1,000-something followers. I don't even want to include BSU because, like, you feel me, it's been there before. But if we want to include it, that's like 3 bands worth of followers. Like, you feel me? And I'm just talking about social media. We're going to talk about the real life aspect. We've thrown one of the biggest parties Jersey's seen in the past 5 years in the summer. Dare I say decade. It's like Parlay has about like 8 clothes, 8 pieces, and like I don't even want to talk about it. We as soon as we touched down to school, we threw a little something like if you from Jersey, if you know about records, they call them Livy Pop Outs. We threw one of the biggest ones this year. Not one of the we threw the biggest one like
at night, like
at night after a function,
it's
bro.
not
We shut ourselves down.
It's
yo.
not even about the like what Dell's saying. It's not about the stats. It's literally about the experience. And that's
Yeah,
what
like,
we're all
for me-
about. Like we just want to provide people with like a great time,
Right.
even with the clothes behind it have a meaning. Even everything we do, it has a meaning behind it. So it's not really about talent or we did this over there. It's really
for me.
everything we do with intention. Everything we do, we have a meaning behind it. So it's like, if y'all not down with that, I got 2 words.
It's not easy either. Like it's not easy. It's like this job really take work. Like really take like dedication, like endless conversations. It take a lot. It's not like I don't want to make it seem like it just happened on some quick shit. We just got here. Like it's been a lot of work. A lot of like we got as easy as like church spies, missing classes. It's just a lot, bro. Like trying to juggle all this stuff.
Even like on a smaller scale, like we're learning each other. To learn new people is no easy feat.
Men at that too.
You feel me?
Shit. Egos and all that.
Egos and all that. Like you feel me? Especially you feel me? You come across 7 young men who've individually they've done things on their own, and now you put them as a collective. You feel me? It becomes a lot to learn, but I think I can proudly say I wouldn't have embarked on this journey with anybody else. Like, you feel me? It's been a real eventful 6, 5, 7, however many months. It's been real eventful, bro, and it's like. That's like if our biggest problem is living in the present, I have no problem with that because I know very soon it's gonna get to a point where we're in somewhere just like this and our feet are kicked up on a Sunday night just like this, and our dreams become our realities.
That's bad.
You feel me?
Oh my God.
Like when there's definitely gonna be a time within the next year or 2 that there's gonna be about 10,000 new people watching this video.
For sure.
And when you watch this video in your current time, whenever that may be, I want you to look at what we're doing now, and I want you to know that we've been talking about it since episode 3 of The Kitchen. Even before that.
Before that.
Even before that.
Nah, it's all like, hey, even to that note, last thing about what Rad said, I think prayer, something even like whether you don't worship God or whatever
it is you do.
You do. Whatever it is, I think that's
give
one thing.
Thanks.
Where is it? Give thanks. That's one thing I think I had sophomore year, but I dropped the ball with it. I was praying every day before I woke up, before I touched my phone, and I was doing even with I was trying to pass this class I failed first year. Praying every day. So I think that's one thing I need to pick back up on for junior year. Like as a self-reflection to myself.
Me too, bro.
No, I'm becoming complacent with my.
I don't know why I become complacent. I know.
And it's like it be in the back of your head at all. You be feeling so guilty,
so
bro.
guilty. It's like if I pray now, it's because I
thought of like. But then again, I think, and to that point, I think we like overcomplicate our relationship with God so much sometimes that it's like I have to be perfect.
Right.
It's God. Who am I being perfect for?
Right.
He knows me. He knows me better than I do.
Understand? I feel like another thing is you gotta understand relationship with God is very subjective. Just because this person may pray every day doesn't mean you have to do the same thing. Only because that's probably what works for them. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, God know you, so it's like not saying just be complacent, just like not care, not try. Always try. Always challenge yourself to like want to be better with God. But it's like just because you see somebody else doing something, or like you may see a TikTok or somebody doing whatever, don't mean you gotta do it. Like follow. Don't ever feel bad because you're not doing what somebody else doing with God.
At the end of the day, like we said, it's really just a relationship. You understand? Your relationship is like it's between you and him. You feel me? You and, you know what I'm saying, whatever pronoun you want to use, but it's just between y'all two. Because it's like, I have certain friends, certain people I have a relationship where we speak every day. Certain people I have a relationship we speak once a week. You feel me? But it's like the essence of the relationship is still there. It's still
right. It never wavers.
But it's like, my goal as a person is just like, I want my relationship with God to get to the point where I want to speak to him every day. You understand?
Right.
But it's like, it's just been like so many draws. It's just like we were saying, life just go by so fast. You wake up in the morning,
first thing you're doing is looking at your phone. You got 15 text things to be tended to. You looking at deadlines. You looking at X, Y, Z.
Check out 75 messages.
Yeah.
It be half Joe, half serious. So it's like I gotta read everything.
Forgive us for our sins, boy.
Yeah.
Forgive us for
And
our
I
sins.
think the last point, I think is a good way to wrap it up. What are some personal things y'all have on I need to get this done list before you become a full-fledged adult?
Probably bands.
Yeah.
Minimum.
So okay, let me put it like this. What age do you think you are a full-fledged adult?
Whenever you're a full-fledged adult, I don't think there's an age.
Yeah.
There's no age. I feel like
you could be.
Yeah, I don't think it's
I feel like what the full-fledged adult is on some shit like you're
legal. I mean, if we're
you're
talking
independent.
legally,
yeah, like you're fully
legally it's 18, but like
no, more than
financially independent
further.
Right.
on some shit.
Independent from everything. It's just you.
No, yeah. 100%.
Legally, like you're independent by like 25. By 25, you can't even be on your parents' life insurance anymore. You gotta be on your own shit.
Oh man.
So it's like, you feel me? If that's what we're talking about, then that's that. But it's like,
No,
right now,
I think a full-fledged adult, I think of like 25, 26. Like I feel like once you're 25 and above, you old.
nah, cause it's like, if we were all super duper ready right now,
You're telling me we're not a,
full-fledged adult.
you know what I'm saying? We would have no choice. I'm not living with my parents no more, so I gotta learn how to do that. My parents not paying for nothing no more. I gotta learn how to do that. And after that, I'm really an adult. Like, how am I not an adult? You understand what I'm saying? It's like, it's really just the responsibilities you like take up. Once you get past the legal requirements of being an adult, then it's really just like what's on your plate. You feel me?
so I feel like really all I need to be a full-fledged adult right now is really just like the breach to be like 100,000% independent.
Right.
I feel like all the life lessons, they're not all there, but
I
it's
feel like I
like,
could do it.
I got the foundational shit, you know what I'm saying? I've been being an independent adult since I got to school, since I started college damn near.
Like,
So.
we know these things done for us.
Niggas still got learning to do even.
Right.
Or even when you're 50, you still
You got a lot of learning to do. But it's like once you're financially independent,
it makes adulting a lot easier.
it's so much easier.
I mean, you could be financially independent and still be like immature.
No. But that takes self-reflection though.
Very
You know what I'm
true.
saying? Self-reflect. You reflect on the things that are still making you immature. Even though you have the money, you have the age, you're still immature amongst yourself. That's a personal thing with you. So that's why we say self-reflect. We get things like that done.
I don't think you become an adult until you're mature.
Right.
Like you could be childlike manner and every once in a while, but I don't think you're really an adult till you're like mature when it comes to self-reflection and like.
I feel like young people I feel like everyone is different, right?
Where
Everyone's life experiences are different. Some people are forced to be mature at an earlier age than others. You know what I'm saying? So it's like maturity and like how
once
soon.
you're
I was
financial,
about to say that.
you know,
Once you're so I feel like it depends on
yeah, no, you're
everyone.
definitely right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I think for me personally, what I have on my, I want to get this done. I want to be on the Forbes 30 under 30. I think that's one of the things because I always wanted to do because I wanted to personal thing, not even personal. What I wanted to do before I realized entrepreneurship, business is really was something I thrive in. I was very much on a medical track. I wanted to be a neurosurgeon since I was in second grade. I went to high school for it, you feel me? So it's it was then as I started to get I want to say maybe high school, probably during COVID, I really started to look at business and I was that Forbes 30 under 30, I need to crack that. I don't care if I crack it at 22, I don't care if I crack it at 29. I just need to crack that Forbes 30 under 30. So I think that's one of the things for me I want to get done for myself. Whatever it may be. Because I don't even know where the world is going to lead me, you feel me? But I need to be on that Forbes 30 under 30.
That's hard. Once you get done, I need to take care of my family. Wow, that's what I want to get done as soon as possible.
Need my parents' bills on auto pay.
Yeah, right.
If the bills even exist by then.
I want to be the first person in my family to have generational wealth. I want to start that generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? I want to
become the patriarch.
I want to be the face. Where they all come from? Me.
Right. Okay.
Why are you living great? Me.
When I pass down the mansion, my portrait, my face, it's on some shit. My shit's Mona Lisa. I'm still I told myself when we really up there, I probably got a grandchild or two. I'm gonna get my family some family crest rings. Feel me? I'm gonna get a family crest, and everybody gonna get some rings. I ain't gonna lie, the white people be having, the Italian people, they be having that shit on. They know what I mean.
These other cultures, they be having that tradition.
What do you call it? What you mean you got a pinky ring at 13? You fly as hell, right?
Yo, what?
Your family that ball?
I'm at work, right? I'm seeing a wedding happen, like an Indian wedding happen. I seen the dad pull up with his son's wedding gift. It's a beamer. That shit off the light. Got a ribbon on the top. I'm like, yo. I'm like, yo, nah, it's levels, yo. It's levels.
Levels I ain't even seen yet.
That's a fact. I'll you to Europe, but soon.
I'll eat it everywhere.
I'll eat it to the world.
I track my progress with money. I never lied to you. I know where I'm at depending on where my money's at. I would never lie. I don't have to lie.
Yeah.
But as the money go up, you gonna see it.
That's
Nah, real shit. The pink.
Keep adding them zeros.
Nah,
Pig slaps, what?
That's really all I.
That's all I think
You
about.
give me the pink. That's really it, bruh.
All I care
I'm
about.
gonna feed my family. I'll give my pops a Rolex, buy my mom a fucking Benz. Little sister, she gonna be spoiled out her fucking mind. Older brother, I'ma just be getting him fly gifts for whatever. Like, I'ma just be doing shit. Nieces and nephews, good. Everybody good.
And I'm still good in it.
Yo, I got a nephew right now. He'll hit me for like $15 when I really have it. I'm sending him $1,500. You feel me? Don't ask me for nothing else. You call me tomorrow. I won't mind. Tomorrow.
Just chill. Just hit the 24-hour mark and I'll get back to you.
My bank done froze my shit. I sent $100K out already. Like you was the limit. Like.
I think that's enough knowledge for them.
Yeah, I think that's a great way. I don't even know how long this vlog was.
This is what I
Feel me?
I mean, talking about vlog.
when you spitting knowledge.
Yeah, so man, we always cooking, man.
Always cooking. That's why it's called the kitchen. You heard?
So for
What are
me,
you talking about?
thank you for
Johnny.
Thank you for tuning into the 3rd episode of The Kitchen. Feel me? If you're new here, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what y'all enjoy. Let us know what y'all want us to improve on.
Share,
We're going to be back next week. Back the week after that. Back the week after that. We going and going and going. So once again, appreciate y'all for pulling up.
Yeah, definitely comment whatever topics y'all want to talk about.
We honestly probably gonna hit y'all with a
Q&A on the story. Let's do that.
literally Q&A on the story. What y'all want to hear?
Follow the IOU page.
Follow the IOU
Official
page.
IOU on
It's
Instagram.
gonna pop up. Boop. Right there.
Feel me? So
Are you to the moon?
IOU to the moon. Gang, so